Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am going to cover types of fractions in this video. In that, the first pair what I have taken is like and unlike fractions. So let us start. To understand like fractions, I have taken 4 pictures and each picture has 8 squares. In the first picture, we have 2 shaded parts out of 8. So number of shaded parts are 2 out of 8. And in this, the number of shaded parts are 4 out of 8. And then here, it is 1 part is shaded out of 8. In this picture, the fourth one, we have 5 parts shaded out of 8. Let me write down these fractions separately down. 2 by 8, 4 by 8, 1 by 8, 5 by 8. All these fractions are having same denominator. Such kind of fractions are called like fractions. Now, if you see this, to know the biggest fraction in this series, that is like fractions in this series, the biggest one is 5 by 8. We can see how many are shaded here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the biggest, this one, fraction out of these 4 fractions, out of 1, 2, 3, 4 fractions. So 5 by 8 is the biggest one. So 5 by 8 is the biggest one. And the next one is 4 by 8, right? This is 4 by 8. 4 parts are shaded out of 8. Then the next one is 2 parts are shaded out of 8. Then the last one is 1 part is shaded out of 8. So this is the sequence that we get. From this, what we can understand? We can understand that if the numerator is greater, then that fraction in like fractions. In like fractions, the fraction with the great number in the numerator, that fraction is the biggest fraction. And the numerator is small in like fractions, then that is the smallest fraction. This is smallest, this is biggest or greatest in the given fraction. That's it. Now we will understand what are unlike fractions. For unlike fractions also, I have taken 4 pictures. Let me write down these fractions. The pictures, let me convert the pictures into fractions. In this, 1 part is shaded out of 3 parts. So how do we write it? 1 out of 3. And in this case, second one, 1 part is shaded out of 6 parts. The next one, 1 part is shaded out of 2 parts. The next one, 1 part is shaded out of 4 parts. So let me write down these fractions here separately. 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 1 by 6 and 1 by 4. These fractions do not have the same denominator. If the denominator is different, then they are called unlike fractions. Okay. Let us understand the biggest fraction and the smallest fraction in the given set of fractions. How do we find out? It is easy in the case of the like fractions here, that is the biggest numerator will tell that is the greatest fraction in the given fractions. Now in the given fractions, we have these fractions. In this, which is the greatest fraction? The greatest fraction among these is, that is 1 by 2. Because this has the smallest denominator. And the fraction with the smallest denominator will be the greatest fraction in the given set of fractions. So 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3 Next is greater than 1 by 4. Next is greater than 1 by 6. Okay. That we can understand from the picture itself. That is, out of two parts, one has been chosen. So, it will be the greatest fraction in the unlike fractions. The next set of fractions what I have taken is equivalent fractions. So, how the equivalent fractions are formed? The equivalent fractions are formed by multiplying numerator and denominator with the same number. So, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator with the same number. Let me take the example for this. If I take 5 by 6, this is one fraction, and we have to multiply both with the same number. 2 by 2 I will multiply. What do we get? We will get 10 divided by 12. Let me multiply again 5 by 6 with 3 by 3. So what do we get? It is 15 divided by 18. Then next, I will multiply 5 by 6, same number, with 4 by 4. So what do we get? It is 20 by 24. So let me write down all these fractions separately. 5 by 6, 10 by 12, 15 by 18 and 20 by 24. So let me write down separately. That will be 5 by 6 is equal to 10 by 12 is equal to 15 by 18 is equal to 20 by 24. Now these are all equal. They are called equivalent fractions. These are, that is 10 by 12. How 10 by 12 has been formed? 10 by 12 is formed because of the multiplication of 2 by 2 for 2 by 2 to 5 by 6. Then 3 by 3 to 5 by 6, we got 15 by 18. 4 by 4, multiplying 4 by 4 to 5 by 6, we get 20 by 24. And if we simplify this, ultimately this 10 by 12 will be converted into 5 by 6. 15 by 18 is converted into 5 by 6. 20 by 24 is converted into 5 by 6. So such fractions are called equivalent fractions. Now, to reduce equivalent fraction to its lowest term, how do we reduce it to the lowest term? That let me check about this. Let me take one fraction as 56 by 112. Now we have to reduce this fraction to the lowest term. How do we do that? Let us find out the HCF of it, which makes us easy to find out the reduced fraction of this. And if we take the prime factors of 56, this is 2 28s are, then 2 14s are, 2 7s are. So this 56 can be written as, this is 2 cube. So 2 cube into 7, right? Now 112. How do we do this 112? In the same way, that is, it is also even number. So 2 56s are, and now 56 so we have here same thing, 2 28s are, 2 14s are, 2 7s are. So this is 2 power 4 into 7. Now in this, what is the highest common factor, HCF of this? HCF of this is 2 cube, right? 2 cube and 2 power 4, so it is 2 cube, and 7 is common, so into 7. Now if you multiply this, it will be 20, this is 2 cube is 8 into 7, and 8 sevens are, it is 56. Therefore we can reduce this 56 by 112 with 56 itself. So it is 56 divided by 112 is 56 ones are, 56 twos are. This is 1 by 2. Reduced form is 1 by 2. This is the answer. Okay. And now let us take another one example to understand. 30 divided by this, let me take it as A and the next one B. 30 divided by 210. So 30 divided by 210, if we do this, 200 will be cut. Not necessary to find out HCF every time, because if we know it goes in one number, then we can divide it easily. So this is 3 ones are 3 sevens are. We know the table of 3, so no need to find out the HCF of 3 and 21. We can do it directly. So the reduced form is 1 by 7. So like this we can reduce the equivalent fractions. And then the next set of fractions what I have taken in this series is proper and improper fractions. Let us first understand what is a proper fraction. Proper fractions are those which show less than one whole. Always they show less than one whole. I have taken one complete circle. Let me shade some part of this circle. Now the shaded part, if I have to write down the shaded part's fraction, then it will be, so let us see how many parts I have shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 parts I have shaded, and totally how many are there? 16 parts are there. So total is 16, and out of that I have shaded 13. So this is the fraction which is called proper fraction, which is always less than one whole. Then how many parts are not shaded? Not shaded. Not shaded fraction will be 3 out of 16, right? So this is 3 out of 16 is not shaded. Fine. Now we will find out the next one, that is what are improper fractions. Improper fractions are always more than one whole. They always more than one whole. Improper fractions are those which show more than one whole. So I have taken the example here. This is one whole. This is one whole, and this is, it has been shaded one part out of 4 parts. So this is, how do we write this? If you have to write down the fraction, 1 plus 1 plus, it will be 1/4. So this is the fraction for the figure, for the first figure. And how do we convert this? This is 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 1/4. It will be 2 1/4. And if we convert this, it will be 2 4s are 8 plus 1. So how do we do this? Let me write down here. This will be 2 1/4. First we multiply these two, then we add to that product. The numerator will be added to the product. So this will be equal to 4 2s are 8 plus 1 9/4. So we can see that 9 parts are shaded here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 parts are shaded out of 4. So this is about the improper. This is improper fraction. 9/4 is improper fraction. And if we observe carefully with the proper fraction, how they are different. 9/4 and 13/16, how they are different. If we see this carefully, the denominator here it is 4 and this is 16. 16 is telling about the whole. In whole 16 parts are there. If you see this, there are 16 parts, right? And 13 were unshaded. Is it not? 13 were unshaded. And if we take this unshaded part, it is 3 out of 16. And again 16 is from the whole, which is greater than the numerator. So always in proper fraction, denominator is greater than the numerator. Now in the improper fraction, the denominator is smaller than the numerator. Fine. So this is about improper fraction. And next we'll go for the second example. Second example is like this. So we have 1, then there's plus 1, then this is 1 plus 1. Then this is half, right? So let me write down plus properly, plus this is half. So this will be equal to 3 and a half. 3 and a half, how do we convert that into improper? 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7 by 2. This is improper. Again, observe carefully. 2 is the denominator which is smaller than the numerator. Therefore, this is an improper fraction. And we are getting this 3 and a half. This is 3 and a half. And we are getting here 2 1 by 4. This is 2 1 by 4. 2 1 by 4. These are called the mixed fractions. These are the mixed fractions. Why they are called mixed fractions? There is no difference between the improper and mixed. Improper, we write down it as a fraction like this. This is improper. A mixed fraction is converted into improper, wherein the denominator is smaller than the numerator, right? In this case, we have kept a whole number and a proper fraction. So this is a whole number and we have a proper fraction. Less than a whole it is. Proper fraction is nothing but a less than whole. So the combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is nothing but mixed fraction. So we can convert improper fraction, that is 7 by 2, into a mixed fraction, or this one can be converted into 7 by 2, that is 3 and a half, it can be converted into 7 by 2, which is a improper fraction. So they are mutually convertible. Okay, now we have the self-evaluation questions. Go through them carefully. You have 4 minutes with you. Just start.
Wow. Hey! Hey, asik. Nah. Salamander, salamander.
Yes, let us know the answers for these questions. First one, find the smallest fraction in the following set of fractions. So we have two sets here. Let us take a look about the answers. The first one, it is the smallest one is D, right? Because one part is chosen out of 5, so that is the smallest, right? And then the next one, 2 by 8, 6 by 8, 4 by 8 and 5 by 8. The answer is A. Because the smallest numerator in the given fractions is 2. So that is 2 by 8 is the smallest fraction. Then the next one, find the greatest fraction in the following set of fractions. Again we have two sets, 2 by 5, 2 by 6, 2 by 9, 2 by 3. The answer is D. Because they are unlike fractions, and in unlike fractions the smallest denominator will be the greatest fraction. And the next set, 1 by 11, 1 by 5, 1 by 7, 1 by 10. Again it is the set of unlike fractions, and the smallest denominator in this case is 1 by 5. So this is the greatest fraction. Answer B. Next one, fill in the blanks, fill the boxes with appropriate answer and complete the series. So first one, 2 by 3, 4 by 6. Yeah, we know that they are equivalent fractions, right? And first one is multiplied with 2 here to get 4, and here 2 to get 6. Then what to be multiplied for 2 to get 16? So that is 8, isn't it? So we have to multiply 2 with 8 to get 16. Then next, if you multiply the same number here also, 8, then it will be 3 8s are 24. And to get 30, it should be multiplied, 3 should be multiplied by 10, and even 2 should be multiplied by 10. So that will be equal to 20 by 30. So this is 20, right? Then we'll go for the next one. Next one, it is 3 by 5, and 5 has multiplied by 2. So 3 should also be multiplied by 2. Then we get 6, right? Then 3 has been multiplied by 5 to get 15. So we need to multiply this 5 multiplied by 5. Answer will be 25. And then the next one, reduce the following to the lowest term. So we have to reduce the following to the lowest term, and it will be 14 by 42. So 14 ones are 14 threes are 42. We can do it directly, or if you want to find out the HCF, so find out the HCF, and then 42 will be equal to 2 21s are, then 3 7s are, and the HCF is 2 into 7, so it is 14, and we can divide this by 14, and both numerator and denominator by 14, so we will get 1 by 3. Okay, then the next one, 30 by 180. We can cut it, and then 3 ones are 3 6 are, so this is 1 by 6. You can find out the this also, that is HCF also, if you want. Then the next one, convert the shaded part of the figure into fractions. Now this is it is what can I write? 1 plus 1 plus half, so it is 2 and a half, and it is 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5 by 2. This is a mixed fraction, and this is improper. This is improper. The next one is shaded part is 4 parts are shaded out of 5. 5 petals, 4 petals are shaded. The next one is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 2 3 4. 4 parts are shaded out of 6. So this is 3 4 by 6. This is a mixed fraction. Converting mixed fraction to the improper fraction, it will be 6 3s are 18. 18 plus 4. So 22 by 6. This is improper fraction. Then the next one is 4 parts are there, 2 parts are shaded, so 2 by 4. We can convert that to simplest form, so we'll get 1 by 4. Okay. Then the next one is convert that is how do we get 2 ones are 2, 2s are, sorry, it is 1 by 2, sorry, 1 by 2. Now the next one, convert the following fractions from improper to mixed fractions. So improper to mixed. How do we do that? It is 17. This is 17 by 12, and let me divide 17 by 12. It is 1s are 12, and the remainder is 5. So we write it as 5 by 12. This 12 will be always in the denominator, and this is 1 and this is 5. So whole number is 1, and then plus 5 by 12, it is proper fraction. Next one, 56 by 42. So how do we write this? We divide 56 by 42. Ones are 42, and we are left with 14, right? Reminder. So 42 is always the denominator, and this is the whole number, and the remainder is the numerator. 114 by 42. Then the next one, we have convert the following mixed fraction to improper fractions. So how do we do that? We will multiply these two, right? That is 7 9s are 63 plus 8. It will be 71 divided by 9 is the numerator, so denominator, so we need to write down, keep it as it is, denominator. Next one, it is 12 6 are 72, so we need to multiply these two, then plus 72 plus 1 73, and the denominator is 12, keeping it as it is, 73 by 12. Thank you for watching.